When I married Claire, I believed we were partners in life. We didn't have much, but we had each other, or so I thought. I worked long hours at the firm, grinding through endless deadlines just to provide a comfortable life for us. Claire, meanwhile, had chosen not to work. At first, I didn't mind. I told myself I wanted to provide for her, to give her a sense of security. But over the months, cracks began to appear. It wasn't about money. It was about affection, or rather, the absence of it. Claire gradually stopped touching me. No hugs when I came home. No kisses before bed. No intimacy at all. At first, I rationalized it as stress or mood swings. But after nearly a year of coldness, it became clear. She was making a choice. One night, I confronted her. Sitting across the dining table, my briefcase still by the door, I said gently, "Claire, we need to talk. I feel shut out. There's no affection anymore. What's going on?" She didn't look up from her phone. "Don't expect affection," she said flatly, irritation lacing her tone. Her words hit me like a slap. I searched her face for a hint of a joke, anything to suggest this mood would pass. But her expression was stone cold. She didn't care how much it hurt. "Don't expect affection," I repeated slowly. "What does that even mean, Claire? We're married. Affection is part of a marriage. It's not optional." Finally, she set her phone down and crossed her arms. "I'm tired of you asking for things. I don't feel like it, and I don't owe you anything. Stop acting entitled." Her dismissive words cut deeper than any argument could. I had spent years working myself to the bone, giving her a life where she didn't have to lift a finger, and now she was telling me that basic love and warmth were too much to ask. That night, I lay awake, replaying her words over and over. I realized something I'd ignored far too long. Marriage is supposed to be a partnership, not a one-way street. If she could openly tell me not to expect affection, maybe it was time I stopped giving what she had come to take for granted. The next morning, I decided I would give her a response she wouldn't forget. I didn't rush out the door as usual. I sat across from Claire at the breakfast table, sipping my coffee while she scrolled on her phone, oblivious to me. The silence was suffocating, but I was ready. "Claire," I said calmly, breaking the stillness, "about what you said last night." She didn't look up. "What about it?" "You said not to expect affection." "Fine, but if that's how you feel, then don't expect protection or money from me either." Her phone froze mid-scroll. She slowly lifted her head, eyes narrowing. "What the hell is that supposed to mean?" I leaned back, voice steady. "It means I've been killing myself, working long hours to support this lifestyle, while you've made it clear you don't care about giving anything back. Not even the basic parts of marriage. If affection isn't part of the deal anymore, then neither is financial security." Her face twisted in disbelief. "You're threatening me? You think you can just cut me off because I don't want to play housewife anymore?" I let out a bitter laugh. "Housewife Claire, you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't work. What exactly do you do? The one thing I've asked for is love, affection, something free, natural. And that's too much for you? Then yes, don't expect me to keep playing provider while you give nothing in return." Her jaw dropped. For the first time in a long while, she had no quick comeback. Panic began to creep in. She had been so used to me bending over backward that the thought of me withdrawing everything was unthinkable. "You wouldn't dare," she hissed, though her voice lacked its usual confidence. "Try me," I said simply, standing up and grabbing my briefcase. "I'm done financing a one-sided marriage." Her phone slipped from her hand, clattering on the table. For the first time in years, I saw fear in her eyes. Not fear of losing me, but fear of losing the lifestyle she had grown accustomed to. I walked out, and her voice followed me, shaking, desperate. "Wait! You can't just walk away like this." I didn't turn back. For once, I felt in control, and it was only the beginning. That evening, when I returned from work, the house wasn't its usual silent self. Claire was pacing the living room, mascara smudge, hair tied in a messy knot, looking like she hadn't moved all day. The moment she saw me, she rushed forward. "Listen, I didn't mean it like that," she said, voice trembling. "I was tired, upset. Of course I care about you." I put my keys on the table and stared at her Care about me, Claire? You've shown me nothing but indifference for months. And now that I've threatened to cut off the money, suddenly your feelings appear. Her lip quivered. It's not like that. I was overwhelmed. You don't know how hard it is to keep everything together. I almost laughed. Keep what together? You don't work. You don't contribute. I do everything. The only thing you had to do was love me, and you couldn't manage that. She sank onto the couch, hiding her face in her hands. Please, don't do this. Don't take away the money. What will people think if I have to move back in with my parents? I'll be humiliated. There it was, the truth. She wasn't afraid of losing me. She was afraid of losing comfort, convenience, her image. Something inside me hardened. Claire, do you even hear yourself? You're more worried about what people think than about our marriage. That says everything I need to know. Her head snapped up, desperation in her eyes. No, I can change. I'll be better. I'll show you affection. Just don't leave me. For years, I had dreamed of hearing those words. But now, standing before her broken promises, they felt empty, forced. Too late. I don't want your affection because you're scared of losing money, I said coldly. I want it because you love me. But that was never the case. Tears streamed down her face as she reached out. I stepped back. I warned you, Claire. Actions have consequences. You said not to expect affection, so don't expect protection or money. I meant every word. Her sobs filled the room as I walked upstairs. For the first time in years, I felt freedom instead of defeat. She had tried to use my love as leverage, but in the end, her mask shattered. Her reaction? Priceless. Not because I enjoyed it, but because I finally saw the truth. She had never valued me, only what I provided, and now she was about to lose it all.